Oh, why do we all have that one teacher you swear is zesty, but then you find out they're literally married and have 6 kids? Like, he'll walk into class every single day like he's on the runway for Louis Vuitton. He's got the hand on the hip, the dramatic pauses, and he calls everyone honey or sweetie like he's running a hair salon instead of teaching history. The whole class is 1,000,000,000% convinced. Like he'll be talking about the French Revolution and some other useless stuff, and you can just hear the pure zest radiating in his voice. Then one day, completely out of nowhere, he's talking about what he did last weekend, and he just casually says, "Yeah, my wife and 6 kids went to Disneyland together. It was so much fun." The second he says that, my soul literally drops down to my ass crack. The whole class starts slowly looking at each other like we all just discovered a new species. You can hear a pin drop. Everyone's trying to act normal, but your brain is literally tweaking because it can't even process what you just heard. Like, this can't be true. The entire persona I've built about him in my head just vanished at the speed of literal light. Like, you mean to tell me this man has a whole family, 6 kids, and a wife? At this point, I'm fully convinced he's living a double life because the laws of physics don't even allow this to make sense. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why is there always that one try-hard kid in gym class? Like, we could just be playing basketball, and there's just this one kid diving across the gym floor, scraping his knees, and acting like he's competing in the Olympics for a gold medal. Like, bro, calm down. LeBron James is not watching you from the ceiling vents. And he's taking it so seriously that he's getting genuinely angry when people mess up. Like, you'll just be trying to shoot a shot, and you miss, and he looks at you and starts screaming like he's about to publicly execute you. Like, bro, my bad. I didn't realize I signed up for the NBA draft when I walked into gym class today. And don't even get me started on how scary it is to play against them. Like, you'll be just trying to survive in dodgeball, and he decides to launch a ball at the speed of light right at your head. Like, brother, are you trying to send me to the hospital or the sidelines? Which one? And the worst part is the teacher absolutely loves him. Like, the teacher will try to show a good example of how to do something, and they'll be like, "See, this is how you're supposed to play. Look at how much effort he's putting in." Like, sir, I don't care that he knows how to kick a ball sideways. All I care about is surviving this class and going home. Like, bro, at this point, we should just sign him up for the Olympics instead, because clearly, he's not made for casual high school gym class. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one teacher whose breath could literally kill a small village? Like, you'll be sitting in class, minding your own business, and your teacher decides to walk over to your desk to help you with something. And as soon as they get close and open their mouth to speak, you're hit with a smell so powerful it literally sends your nostrils into a whole different galaxy. You're holding your breath, trying to be subtle about it, but you can only hold it for so long before you have to breathe. And when you finally take that breath, you regret it immediately. It's like inhaling pure death. You're pretty sure you just lost 5 years off your life expectancy. Your lungs are filing a complaint. Your nose wants to resign. And the teacher just keeps talking. Like, "Miss, I don't care about algebra. All I care about is trying not to die from suffocation." Like, bro, someone needs to anonymously leave some mints on their desk because I'm just trying to make it through the school year without permanent lung damage. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one teacher who has personal beef with you? Like, they literally hate you with their entire soul for absolutely no reason. Like, you'll just be sitting in class, and literally everyone around you is talking extremely loud, laughing, playing games on their phones, and not even paying attention to the teacher. But as soon as I open my mouth to just whisper something to my friend, my teacher instantly turns to me and literally screams, "You, be quiet! Why the hell are you talking in my classroom? Can't you see I'm trying to teach you guys?" Bro, what the hell do you mean? There are literally 20 other people having full conversations right now, and you're targeting me for whispering? The kid behind me is literally watching YouTube with the volume so loud, I could hear him from a whole different-ass galaxy. You don't say a single word to him. And it doesn't stop there. I could be 2 seconds late to class because I had to use the bathroom, and she's giving me detention, while the other kids stroll in 40 minutes late and don't get a single word said to them. Like, bro, at this point, I'm convinced she wakes up every morning and thinks, how can I ruin this kid's day-to-day in the worst way possible? I don't know what I did to deserve this level of hatred, but apparently I'm the villain in her story. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, we all got that one popular girl in school that's literally rude for no reason. Like, she'll come into class 20 minutes late acting like she's Beyonce making an entrance at the Met Gala. Then when she sits down, she's got her entire mini army swarming around her like she's got the last piece of food on earth. And let's not talk about the fact that she literally has a new boyfriend every single day. Like, she looks like a dehydrated, possessed hyena that somehow snuck onto Earth, yet still every guy wants to date her. And tell me why all her friends don't have their own personalities. Like, they literally copy her down to every last detail. They all talk the same, walk the same, and laugh like a dying pack of whales. Like, I swear Earth accidentally malfunctioned and spawned 8 of the same clones by mistake. And don't even get me started on how stupid she is. The teacher will ask a simple question like, what language do they speak in Spain? And she'll confidently raise her hand and say, they speak Barcelona. Girl, what do you mean Barcelona? And then she has the audacity to bully other people like it's her full-time job. Meanwhile, she's built like a whole-ass refrigerator. Like, girl, please humble yourself before someone does it for you. Like, she's not a normal human. She's the final boss of high school drama. And my will to live is completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss. But why do we all have that one person in class who literally never shows up to school? Like, they only show up on the first day of school, and after that, they just completely disappear off the face of the earth. Like, you'll be sitting in class every single day, taking notes, studying for every test, and barely surviving. Meanwhile, they're probably at home playing video games with no worries in the world. Like, it's gotten to the point where the teacher doesn't even call their name during attendance because it's just a waste of time. Then, on some random Tuesday, they just casually walk into class like nothing happened. They sit down, pull out their phone, and act like the school didn't almost file a missing person report on them. And the entire class is just staring at them like they're some type of mythical creature. And when you finally ask them where they've been, they just look at you and say, I was just sick, or I had stuff to do. Bro, what do you mean you had stuff to do? What could you be doing for 3 months? Building a new rocket ship for Elon Musk? And then the next day, they're literally nowhere to be found again. Like, at this point, I don't even think the government could find them even if they wanted to. Like, bro, they aren't just a classmate. They're a literal ghost, and their attendance is completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one group of wannabe gangsters at our school? Like, it's 8 a.m., and there's just this group of kids blasting drill music from a busted Bluetooth speaker that sounds like it survived a natural disaster. Like, bro, I'm already struggling to find the will to live at 8 a.m., and you're out here playing music about violence and crime like you're in the hood. And they'll always have that mean-looking face so they can look more intimidating. Like, brother, you look constipated. Are you sure you're okay? And don't even get me started on accidentally looking at them. Like, you'll accidentally stare at them for 0.1 seconds, and they'll look at you and say, yo, bro, who the hell are you looking at? Bro, sorry for looking at you. It's just that I can't help but notice your pants are sagging so low I can see your whole booty cheeks. And the funniest part is they'll be acting all tough, giving everyone dirty looks, acting like they own the school. Meanwhile, their grades are lower than the depths of hell, and their biggest accomplishment was getting to level 80 on Fortnite. Like, bro, you are not intimidating. Go get a life. Or at least go do your homework before you have to explain to your rich suburban parents why you're repeating 10th grade for the third time. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, we all have that one friend whose handwriting looks like it belongs in an ancient tomb. Like, you're sitting in class absolutely dying on a test, and your smart friend is sitting right beside you. So you do the only logical thing there is to do, and you try to look over and copy his answers. But all you can see is what appears to be an ancient glitched spell written by aliens using Google Translate. You're just sitting there squinting your eyes like that's somehow gonna magically help you read the absolute monstrosity he's written. Like, bro, sometimes I wonder if the teacher even understands what he's writing, or if they just take a wild guess and hope for the best. And don't even get me started on trying to borrow his notes. You're sitting there trying to decode what appears to be Egyptian ruins, and after like 20 minutes of trying to understand, you just give up and ask him like, bro, what does this say? And he literally looks at his own notes, pauses for 10 seconds, and says, honestly, I have no idea. And then he gets pissed off at you for not understanding what he wrote. Like, bro, this isn't handwriting. This is Morse code mixed with random scribbles, and my brain is completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one friend who you absolutely cannot sit next to in class? Like, sitting next to them is basically a try not to laugh challenge, but it's set on maximum difficulty. The two of you are just sitting in class, minding your own business, when the teacher decides to drop the most heartbreaking, tear-inducing story ever. My 85-year-old grandma fell down the stairs yesterday, and she sadly didn't make it. You look over at your friend, and he literally looks like someone shoved a whole ass basketball up his throat. You're sitting there, trying to act like you can't see him, but your chest is vibrating like a broken washing machine. Your eyes are unleashing the Pacific Ocean, and you sound like a literal possessed hyena. And you know if you laugh, it's straight to hell. Meanwhile, your friend's silent giggle is building up like a literal nuclear bomb. And before you know it, the most horrific, devious laugh echoes through the room. You both completely lose it, tears streaming down your faces, bodies shaking like you guys are getting electrocuted. And you try to pull yourself together, but it's too late. You both look up, and the teacher is just staring at you like you just insulted her entire bloodline. Like, bro, sitting next to them isn't education. It's a high-stakes survival mission, and you both are completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one friend who has zero survival instincts? Like, me and them could just be taking a walk in the woods, and a bear could start chasing us. And instead of running for dear life, they turn around and say, oh wait, look how cute it is. I think it just wants to play with us. Bro, the only thing it wants to play with is your internal organs. Run! Or you two could just be chilling, walking around your town, and a random van drives up, and a guy rolls down the window and says, hey, do you guys want to get in the van? I got some free candy for you. And my friend will look at him and go, oh yeah, sure. Do you have Skittles or Sour Patch? Bro, he ain't got no Skittles or Sour Patch. All he has is the will to abduct you and drive off into the sunset. And don't even get me started on when they're about to get scammed online. Like, they'll walk up to me and go, bro, look at this PlayStation. It's only $50. Should I buy it? Bro, there is a reason it's $50. You're not getting a PlayStation. You're getting a cardboard box with PS5 written on it in Sharpie. Like, bro, at this point, I'm convinced my friend is actively trying to get themselves killed, kidnapped, or scammed. Because there's no way your survival instincts are this bad. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one friend that social anxiety is literally scared of? Like, they literally don't know what embarrassment is. It doesn't exist in their vocabulary. Like, you two could just be outside in public, walking around, minding your own business, until they suddenly decide to walk up to a random-ass stranger and ask them the most unhinged question ever, like, bro, if you were a vegetable, what would you be and why? The second he says that, your soul literally drops to your ass crack, and you're just staring at your friend in pure horror, genuinely debating whether you should run away and flee this crime scene, or just accept your fate. You're just standing there, and you have to pretend like you have absolutely no clue who your friend even is. And the poor soul that just got nominated for my friend's social science experiment is just staring at them like they just got asked if they want to sell their kidney. Like, bro, how are you out here conducting random street interviews? Meanwhile, I'm here struggling to ask the cashier for extra ketchup, like the cashier is gonna publicly execute me. Like, bro, if there was a world championship for zero social anxiety, they'd take gold, silver, and bronze all at once. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one friend who literally has the strictest parents in the entire world? Like, their parents deadass think if they let them go out to the mall with me, that the boogeyman is going to snatch us into a van and drive off into the sunset. Like, you'll casually ask them, bro, do you want to go get some food with me? And they're like, hold on, let me ask my mom. And you just know this is about to turn into a whole 45-minute interrogation process. You're sitting there waiting while your friend is giving it their all, but their parents want to know every last detail like, who else is going? Where exactly are you eating? What time will you be back? How are you getting there? Like, ma'am, we are going to McDonald's to down some cheeseburgers, not rob a whole ass bank. Then, your friend finally calls you back and hits you with the, sorry bro, my mom said no. Bro, what do you mean your mom said no? If I left the house and never came back, my mom wouldn't even realize I'm gone after 4 days. Meanwhile, you're out here on 24-hour surveillance like you just committed 17 felonies. And even if they somehow get permission to go, it comes with 47 conditions. Like, you can go, but you have to be back by 4 p.m., text me every 30 minutes, and FaceTime me when you get there. Like, bro, at this point, they aren't even a normal human anymore. They're a high-level security prisoner, and their will to live is completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one friend whose phone looks like it survived a nuclear explosion? Like, you'll ask them if you can use their phone to check the time real quick, and they hand it to you, and there are just chunks of literal glass missing from the screen. Like, bro, I can see the motherboard. I can see your phone's internal organs. Like, their phone is literally being held together with thoughts and prayers. And then when you ask them, bro, what the hell did you do to your phone? They just look at you and say, oh yeah, I just accidentally dropped it. Nothing much. Bro, did you accidentally drop it from Mount Everest? Why does it look like someone hit it with a sledgehammer? And they'll try to convince you that it works perfectly fine and that there's nothing wrong with it. Like, bro, you say that while the screen is flashing green and the battery is literally hanging out of the phone. And somehow they're still out here texting, scrolling, and taking blurry photos like it's completely normal. Like, bro, it's time to let it go. Give it a proper funeral, a goodbye kiss, and get a new one before it ends up electrocuting your ass. Subscribe for a kiss. Oh, why do we all have that one friend who's smart as hell but then goes ahead and does the dumbest things ever? Like, how can you solve a 5-page calculus problem in your head, memorize the whole periodic table, and know how to solve quantum physics, but you just try to push a door that says pull for 5 minutes straight? And then, when you randomly ask them what they're doing, they'll text you back like, yeah, I'm currently microwaving my phone because I heard it will charge way faster. I'm just waiting to see what will happen. Bro, see what will happen. You're not even gonna live to see another day. You are literally about to nuke your whole house. And don't even get me started on when they try to do everyday tasks. This man can find the cure for cancer, but ask them to cook rice. And suddenly, they've set off the fire alarm, flooded the kitchen, and somehow the rice is both burnt and undercooked all at the same time. Like, bro, how? You're out here defying the laws of physics with your stupidity. Like, bro, this is why being street smart is a billion times better than being school smart. Because if the boogeyman starts chasing you down the street, I promise you X, Y, and Z are not coming to save you. Subscribe for a kiss.